Hey folks, Chad here. I'm just doing a little experiment today. I'm actually out deer hunting out of a blind. And what I've noticed is whenever I hunt out of a blind, no matter what kind it is, if it's an enclosed structure and it has glass or plexiglass, that the windows fog up no matter what you do. It seems like once you turn the heat on, the colder it is outside, of course, the more they fog up. Um, so at first I started just using like paper towels and things like that, and I was constantly wiping them. And then I went to just using a squeegee, and then I was constantly squeegeeing. So I'm gonna try today a little experiment here. I got some of this Rain-X anti-fog. Now, what I did is I took this product and I placed it on half of each of the windows. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start up the portable buddy heater here from Mr. Heater, and gonna let it get nice and toasty in here and see what happens. This stuff doesn't get very good reviews on Amazon. A lot of people say that it leaves a residue and then it doesn't stay on very long. So they, you'd have to keep reapplying it or whatever, but we'll see what happens here. I think most of these people are using this stuff for like automotive applications. So we'll take a look. I'll show you, here are the windows. I don't have to show you all of them because they all look the same. They're perfectly clear. And what I want to do is I want to fire up the heater, let it run for a little bit. Like I said, get nice and toasty, and it will fog up in here. It's about 39 degrees Fahrenheit outside today. So I'm guessing that they're probably going to fog up. And we'll see what happens. I'll be right back and we'll go from there. Okay, we're back here. We've had the heater running for probably about 20 minutes or so. It's pretty toasty in here. So we'll take a look at some of these windows here in just a second. I'd just like to mention that the blind that we're using today is the Muddy blind. We purchased a couple of these this year. They seem to be a real quality blind. They're built well, they're insulated well. I put my kids in here, and then I went outside and I had them close and open the door and talk while they did it. And it seems like it really helps keep everything silent when you're in here and the doors are closed. So it's like a little soundproof barrier in here. My kids could probably even see some deer out of here. But anyways, let's get back to the windows because that's what we're here for. First is the Rain-X definitely helped. I'll show you a couple windows here, and then I'll show you how I applied it. And as you can see there, you can figure out which side was the Rain-X side and which side wasn't the Rain-X side. On all the windows, it was the right-hand side that was treated and the left-hand side wasn't. Now, let you in on a little secret here. I've did this before when it's been really cold outside. And when it stays cold for a long time and the windows get a lot of condensation on them, it runs for a while and the Rain-X does wear out. So I tried a couple other things. And I'll show you what the trick that really worked pretty well for me is. I took this little squeegee that you have here and I squeegeed off the window. And when you squeegee off the window, it actually takes the Rain-X off with it. So the stuff isn't on there really good. And after you do that, I will show you in just a second here. It fogs up almost immediately. As you can see there, it's fogging up almost immediately. So what I do is I apply a little bit to this paper towel, just make it moist. The only reason I said that is because my wife loves that word, moist. So, and then I apply it to the window, and you'll see how this works. It actually works pretty good. Put it on. And I leave it on fairly thick. I don't know if you have to. You could probably even wipe it off more than that. But then there you go. you notice that the window is just fine now again. And it stays on for a while, you know, maybe an hour or so. One last thing I'll show you, and then I'll let you guys go. Nobody wants to make these things forever. Is you take this window and you squeegee it off. Now just watch for 1 second. And it might be kind of hard to see on the video, but if you look real close, you'll notice that it actually, the squeegee takes off the Rain-X and the whole thing starts to fog up right away. So that's our experiment. Would I use this Rain-X in my blind? Yes, I probably use it all the time. I would definitely have some with me whenever I'm in here running the heater. With that being said, there's our experiment. I hope it helped you out, and I'm gonna go and try to shoot a deer now. So you guys take care.